boys make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in the payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shut out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Saunders. He dumps it off for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. In motion right, it's Smith. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack it back at the 36. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Hurts. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Devontae Smith. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine... And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And in for the Steelers touchdown. J.J. Arthega-Whiteside. his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the... Derrick Henry all alone. The 30. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen.
He's got a man complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Eluding the pressure right.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Michael Pittman
from 21 yards away.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, in that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. To throw on 2nd down. Saunders. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they move this all the way down to the 9. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Saunders. Doug Costin able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7 our score. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On 4th down, Saunders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Browns sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off play action. Saunders rolling to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Saunders under a heavy rush, and down he goes. On 4th down, Saunders, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Hurts. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. Touchdown! Najee Harris with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Out of the gun now on third down. This is caught by Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. 25 yards that time.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
From the 38, Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Saunders. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Saunders going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. A final shot before break. Saunders. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On the counter, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now they'll switch it up here. Look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. DK Metcalf, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if it's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. Throwing is Hurts. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. Looking to throw. Saunders. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. He'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Looking for Austin, intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. On 4th down, Saunders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the...
Ready, break!
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Harris running straight ahead.
He'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Kyle Pitts.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely wanted one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Browns on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Back to throw. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Back to throw. Saunders. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Off play action. Saunders. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So a big play there on fourth, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. To throw on second down, Saunders. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Saunders. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Saunders. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That one will be incomplete. He caught it, but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push him. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Let's go.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2.
Hurts will throw.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few